Now at 10, 4 state residents prepare for the first major winter event of the year. Meteorologist Austin Stantz has the details. Plus, multiple agencies across the 4 states begin road preparations ahead of the storm. And area organizations open their doors as warming centers for the community in need.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
We're just hours away from the very first winter storm of the year. This is KOAM News. I'm Tanya Bach. Folks in the 4 states should prepare now for snow and dangerous cold. Meteorologist Austin Stantz joins us with the first look at what we can expect.
Thanks, Tanya. Yeah, now is the time for action. We've had some time to prepare. Now is the time to act to keep yourself safe this weekend. We're expecting snow and extremely cold temperatures as we head into this weekend. Areas all across the 4 states will be affected by this, and this will last through tonight into Sunday, and then the extreme cold will actually last into Monday morning. Let's take a look at a little bit of timing here. 10 o'clock, we notice our far western communities just starting to see some of this snowfall begin to move in. As we head into the overnight hours, that's when we're going to see the 4 states encompassed by this first wave of snowfall. That will begin to move through and actually kind of start to scatter out just a little bit as we head into Saturday morning, but things pick back up Saturday afternoon. We'll expect a break in the snowfall Saturday afternoon into the evening with a second wave on the way early Sunday morning. Coming up, we'll break down all the impacts and snowfall accumulation totals in my full forecast.
All right, thanks, Austin. We've got the perfect way for you to stay on top of severe weather. Scan this QR code with your phone and head straight to the updated weather resources page on our website, where you can find information on storm shelters, weather updates, closings, and road conditions. You can also find tips for watching live streams in real time. It's called the Weather Resource page on KOAMnewsnow.com. Well, the winter storm is almost here, and Joplin officials say now is your last chance to prepare. Gather emergency supplies immediately: water, food, flashlights, and extra batteries. Check your carbon monoxide detectors now. They could save your life if you lose power. If you must travel, pack blankets and a fully charged phone in your car. Officials urge residents to check on elderly or vulnerable neighbors before conditions worsen. The city of Neosho says it's ready. Earlier today, public works crews pre-treated emergency routes and major roadways. 8 snowplows are standing by to operate around the clock once the snow begins. And officials remind residents avoid parking on emergency routes and give plows plenty of space when the storm arrives. Across the state line, crews in Cherokee County will be working throughout the weekend to clear snow, focusing on major collector roads. The crews are clearing more than 1,300 miles of county roads. If there's an emergency requiring fire, ambulance, or sheriff's response, you're asked to call the Cherokee County Sheriff Dispatch. The Oklahoma Highway Patrol is calling in help from the National Guard. The troopers' priority: responding to crashes and rescuing stranded drivers. To navigate tough conditions, the Oklahoma National Guard will deploy SMART teams with specialized vehicles like Humvees and heavy-duty trucks. These teams can reach areas police cars cannot, speeding up rescues and clearing wrecks to prevent traffic backups.
Yeah, well, first off, I feel like we're as prepared as we can be, and I just want to caution Oklahomans, stay off the roads if you can. We're going to have some winter weather, but our transportation department has pre-prepared the roads as much as possible. We have 600 trucks deployed around the state.
Both agencies urge drivers to stay off roads if possible and be prepared if they must travel. Well, a number of organizations around the 4 states open their doors to the public when the temperature drops. This QR code will take you to a list of many of them on our website, KOAMnewsnow.com. Now, most warming centers will open only when temperatures are 32 degrees or below, and in some cases only during business hours, so you might want to call ahead to check the hours. We've also provided a helpful link for organizations to add their warming center to the list. Now, one of those locations is the Joplin First Church of the Nazarene. The church is offering meals, showers, clothing, and cold weather supplies, with around 80 people currently receiving help. Church leaders say the number of people seeking shelter highlights the growing need for services during harsh winter conditions.
Anybody that needs to come in and get warm, we are open every day from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. We're providing 3 meals a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We have showers. We have a clothes room upstairs. People can get clothes. Our main goal is to keep everybody warm and safe.
The Mini Hackney Community Service Center in Joplin will remain overnight until at least Thursday of next week, providing additional shelter for those in need. The Fellowship Baptist Church in Baxter Springs is opening its doors as a warming center all day and all night until this winter storm ends. The warming center is equipped with food, water, and other supplies for a prolonged stay.
So, we use social media, Facebook, to promote the warming center, to reach out into the community. And we are blessed in this community right here. Once we do that, we have people and families that donate food, they donate drinks, they donate financial assistance for the warming center.
The warming center is still taking donations for the weekend. Work continues on a Pittsburgh landmark coming up. We've got a sneak peek at the best hotel renovations. But up first, sentencing for a nearly dozen people in connection to a federal racketeering case in Joplin. 11 people connected to a Joplin corporation are sentenced in federal court for a racketeering conspiracy. The defendants include top executives from Specialty Foods Distribution, headquartered in Joplin, who hired and harbored undocumented workers from Mexico, Guatemala, and El Salvador. The conspiracy ran from 2018 to 2021 and involved restaurants serviced by Specialty Foods in Missouri, Arkansas, Kansas, and Oklahoma. Courts ordered more than $6 million in forfeiture and 164 months of combined prison time. Firefighters battle heavy flames and thick smoke pouring from the roof of a house just north of Caver Road early this morning. Around 7:45, crews arrived on County Road 230 to find the fire deep inside the roof area. Firefighters from multiple departments, including Oronogo, Tri-Cities, and Webb City, worked aggressively in bitter 19-degree temperatures to contain the blaze. Everyone escaped safely. Pittsburg State University opens its new Kell School of Business to local media today. The downtown facility features flexible classrooms with movable walls that create larger spaces when needed. University officials say the location puts them at the center of the business community, where they want to build partnerships with neighboring companies.
Not only are our students being invested in, but our faculty and staff we're making an investment in them and the good work that they do and ensuring they have the tools, the space, and the surrounding community at their disposal to do their jobs with the students and to really fulfill that promise we make to students. We're going to make your life better through education.
And not only are students being invested in, what our faculty and staff are, we're making an investment in them and the good work they're ensuring their jobs. The construction is set to be finished in July of 2026. Well, the best hotel in Pittsburgh is still under renovations with plans to open this year. KOAM got an invitation to tour the facility as well as the new Kell College of Business to get more information about how renovating the former hotel will have an impact on student housing at Pittsburg State University. Aside from student housing, the first floor of the building will be a community-oriented space which will offer educational and entrepreneurial services for Pittsburgh residents.
For this year coming up, the application for returning students opens on February 2nd, and so they can apply for living and housing starting that day. And then on February 11th is the first day that students will be able to select living in the BESS. So it's really exciting. They're excited about it.
The BESS will feature a penthouse suite on the 13th floor with connecting rooms and a view of downtown Pittsburgh right outside the windows. We'll have more on the BESS hotel renovations this Sunday on KOAM News. A little later, generators can be life-saving during the dangerous cold, but they can also pose their own threat. We've got tips for how to use them and use them safely.
And winter storm impacts already being felt across the 4 states. Coming up, we'll time out all this snowfall. Winter storm impacts being felt across the 4 states already, even tonight. We have winter storm warnings across the entire region through Sunday. Now, we have cold weather advisories and extreme cold warnings through Monday across the 4 states as well. Let's talk about some of these impacts. We're going to see a high snow impact as snow is going to come down heavy at times, reducing visibility, but also accumulating some areas in very high amounts. Low ice threat for this system. That's mainly off to our south. Now, we are going to see an extremely high cold risk with wind chills as low as negative 25 degrees. Our wind is also going to be a major factor for 2 main reasons. One, because it's going to blow around the snow, reducing visibility to near zero. And 2, it is going to significantly enhance those wind chills. Now, taking a look and timing this out, what we're going to expect here is snowfall beginning to move in around 10 o'clock this evening. Now, you'll notice that the entire 4 states region begins to be encompassed by this entire snowfall by around 2 a.m. above my head there. Heading through the overnight hours, we'll see some accumulation there, but then we get some spotty snow showers heading into Saturday morning. Please do not think that this is the end of that system. We'll see some snowfall begin to move in once again. Notice temperatures at Yates Center at 6 a.m. was negative 1 degree. So it's going to be very cold out there Saturday morning. Snowfall continuing through the afternoon, a break in the afternoon into the early evening hours there before the second wave of snowfall arrives. And this wave is going to be heavier as well. Now, the heaviest of the snowfall mainly staying south of 44. We are seeing it track just slightly north as it's shifting northeast as it continues to move northeastward as we head into Sunday overnight. Take a look here, Saturday overnight into Sunday. Temperatures single digits here, 2 a.m., completely encompassed in a heavier band of snowfall. By the time we make our way to Sunday morning around 6 a.m., things are starting to break up just a little bit, still very cold, and then snowfall begins working its way out by the early afternoon hours. Heading into the early evening, we'll start to see some cloud cover begin to disperse the area as well. But we are not done because the cold air is sticking around with us till Monday. Let's talk a little bit about accumulation here. Taking a look, we're going to see again the heaviest of the snow mainly staying to the south of 44. As I mentioned, it's tracked further north, but I'm not totally convinced with that because we've seen model run after model run continuously stay committed to the fact that it will stay to the south of 44, at least the heaviest of the snow. So here's my model that I've been running my forecast that I've had for the past couple days. 10 to 16 inches, mainly to the south of 44. You head southwest towards Oklahoma City, you're going to run into some more snowfall there. Now, as you head north on 49, getting north of 44 here, you'll run into a band of snow, 6 to 12 inches of accumulation there. Heading up towards Kansas City, that's where you'll run into about 4 to 8 inches. Let's take a look at your 7-day forecast and what you can expect. We do have an alert day set for Monday because of the extremely cold air that will be in place. Negative 2 degrees overnight. So starting Monday, there's likely to be a lot of closures going on there as well. Tuesday, hopefully things open up a little bit, but it's not guaranteed. Notice temperatures still only 33. Snowfall not going anywhere. Temperatures hanging around freezing throughout the middle part of the week. Late next week, we have a weaker system coming in that could bring some light snow showers, adding to some of the totals that are already in place.
Yeah, and it sounds like we're going to have a lot in certain areas too.
Yeah, there's going to be quite a bit of accumulation across the 4 states, but the main thing is as long as everyone prepared correctly, it is going to be able to get through it just fine.
We will be just fine. That's right. All right, thanks, Austin. The winter weather hitting the 4 states this weekend will no doubt create dangerous driving conditions on 4 state roads. Carthage Fire Chief Jason Martin warns all vehicles, including those with 4-wheel drive, can slide off icy pavement. First responders share crucial safety tips for drivers who must travel in these conditions.
Be aware of everybody else, not just your driving ability, but if you see a car that's going too fast or following you too closely, let them go.
Chief Martin also mentions to winterize your car, like filling up gas tank, and carry extra blankets and water, and tell family and friends of your intended route. When it comes to potential power outages during winter storms, make sure you have flashlights handy and extra batteries, along with ways to keep warm. If you're planning to use a generator, you need to be careful. Garrett Hamilton has important reminders about the dangers that surround these emergency power backups.
It's no secret that in heavy snowfall events, power outages are possible. If you have a standby generator hardwired into your home, you'll want to make sure to turn your breaker off if you're going to be out of your home, because when that electricity suddenly turns back on, the surge can lead to overheating of the electronics and also possibly start a fire.
Yeah, so in 2007, it was a strain on all Southwest Missouri. And for the first time in as long as I can remember, we activated the statewide mutual aid system.
Thankfully, a catastrophic ice storm isn't in the forecast, but impactful snow is. And most hardware stores around the Ozarks are much busier than usual as people get ready.
I think we sold 5 of them in the last hour or so. We've had about 5 orders come in for them. I'm about to pull one right now, actually.
Gas generators are flying off the shelves. They can make a world of difference if the power goes out, but safe operation starts with proper storage of fuel. Experts recommend keeping it in a cool, dry, and ventilated space. Also check oil levels and thoroughly examine your generator for any signs of damage.
And the time to do that is now, not Saturday morning when the snow is coming down.
If the power goes out, gas generators need to be in a well-ventilated area, meaning outdoors only. Running it in your garage with the doors and windows open is not sufficient, and it will lead to carbon monoxide finding its way inside.
It makes its way in through every little crack there is. Again, it may take a longer duration of time to cause a problem, but over time it will.
Minimizing the risk for carbon monoxide poisoning is not only important for your own safety, but also for the community as a whole.
The more you can help eliminate the call volume for everybody, the fire department, 911, the better you are.
Check to make sure your carbon monoxide detectors are working properly. Carbon monoxide poisoning symptoms often include a headache, nausea, vomiting, and feeling tired. If you begin to experience any of these symptoms, dial 911 and get out of your home immediately. Still ahead, a full slate of high school basketball tournament games, including the championship matchups from the Lancer Classic. Ben McLeish has those stories and more up next in sports.
Another day, another full slate of high school basketball tournament games, and we start with the Lancer Classic at Southeast High School. 1 seed Neodesha taking on 2 seed Riverton in the girls bracket championship. The Rams ahead early, but off the inbounds. Hadley Carpenter spins, jukes the defender, and puts it in for the Blue Streaks' first points. End of the quarter, Neodesha still trailing. Allison Stover gets an open look from 3, and she drains the triple to make it a 1-score game. But the Rams are resilient in the paint. Rylan Thomason's first attempt is no good, but she steals the ball from the Blue Streaks and lays it back in for the 5-point lead. Now Ellie Helms driving. She finds Avery Barnett down low. Barnett hooks it up and over the defender for the basket as the Rams take the title, 51-43. In the boys bracket, the 1 seed Lancers battle the 2 seed Rams for the championship, and Riverton comes out of the gate swinging. Liam Baird open in the corner. His 3 is nothing but net to get this one started. And look at this. Same place, different man. It's Cale Forbes knocking down the triple through the contact as the Rams stay red hot. But the Lancers fight their way back into it. That's Garrett Berger down low, dropping it in with ease for Southeast first points. But the Rams are unstoppable tonight. Forbes driving to the paint, laying in the floater to give Riverton the 9-point lead as the Rams sweep the Lancer Classic, taking down Southeast 51-45. On the boys' side, Webb City clashing with Blue Valley Southwest. First quarter, Timberwolves leading and eyeing more. Brady Bonsiski connects with Nash Ferguson, who slams it home. A 10-4 run to start. Cardinals would find the rhythm and fight back with Holden Johnson kicking it off with this triple from the corner, cutting into the deficit. Next possession, Webb City going to Hudson Mathiasen on the wing, and his deep ball is nothing but net. He finished with a team-high 17 points as the Cardinals come from behind for a 56-53 win in OT. Hosting Raiders girls squad taking the court against Andover in the Raider Classic. First quarter, Frontenac on the run. Reese Franklin finds Marley Stout, who scores the easy deuce as this one goes back and forth. Raiders back in transition. Lake and Sullivan in the open court, swinging it to Stout in the corner. The senior drains the triple. Final seconds of the first, Trojans pushing the pace. Samantha Segrist kicks it to Bella Budahara, and her tray is good from the wing at the buzzer as Andover takes down Frontenac 77-41. Golden Panthers coming off a win yesterday facing Nevada after dropping 35 points last night. Jacayla Davis was back at it, nailing this three to open the game. Panthers lead early, but the Tigers came to play and took over. Anna Swarns is on the run here, finding Cora Braden, and the sophomore hits a triple of her own, and she was just getting started. Moving to the second quarter, give and go action between Braden and Grace Anderson, resulting in another open three. It's good from the corner. The Tigers win this one 51-44. The Purple Dragons girls squad back in action, taking on Hillcrest at the Braden Memorial. Hornets with the lead early on, working the ball around into a wide open Caitlin Summers in the corner, who cashes the three to extend the lead. Pittsburg with immediate response, quick ball movement underneath to Odessa Reed, and she banks it in for two. Moving to the second quarter, the Dragons breaking through. The full court pressure swinging it around to Mackenzie English, who fires from downtown. It's good, but Pittsburgh falls to Hillcrest 66-53. At Pitt High, Joplin taking on Branson in the Hanson Memorial Tournament. Early first quarter, Eagles giving it to Brecken Green, who attacks the lane, shaking off contact for the left-handed finish. Joplin strikes first, but the Pirates would take control. Out in transition, side Tolvier finds Tread Houston, who drives and fends off contact for the finish at the rim. Joplin trailing later in the quarter. Kenyon Kimbrough passes to Tucker Martin, who backs down the defender and sinks this turnaround fadeaway, but the Eagles fall to the Pirates 82-59. Well, that's it for sports. We're back with more after the break.
Getting a final look at our forecast, let's time out some of the snowfall. It begins heading in late tonight into the overnight hours. This is just the first wave. We get a little bit of a break with a second heavier wave making its way as we head into our overnight hours Saturday into Sunday. Here's a look at some of our snowfall projections, with the heaviest of the snow staying mainly south to 44, but we say the heaviest, 6 to 12 inches north of Joplin, is still quite a bit of snow.
It's going to be a lot for everybody, no matter what. All right, be safe out there, and thank you for watching. We will see you tomorrow. Have a great, safe evening and an even better weekend.